Welcome
to the J&O Show.
What we talk about.
My wife wants to be a traditional wife. I want a divorce.
What?
I ain't having it.
Am I the for threatening my wife with divorce after she quit her job to be a trad wife? I don't even know where to begin with this. Me, 34 male, and my wife, 33 female, have 2 kids together, 11 male and 9 female. Me and my wife have been together for 12 years and married for 8. Around a year ago, I noticed my wife increasingly sending me these trad wife or traditional housewife TikToks. I have nothing against that type of relationship, but I don't think it makes sense for our current family situation. I do earn quite a bit more than my wife and enough to sustain our family on my own, but I don't see the need to do so. I work 80% and my wife 50%. And besides Wednesdays, where both of us are working, either one of us is always home for the kids. I could work 100% and let my wife be a stay-at-home mom, but again, both of my kids are attending school, and in my mind, there's no need for my wife to be at home 24/7. She got increasingly pushy about it over the past 2 months, and again, I just kept on telling her that there wasn't any need for that, and if we did decide to go down that route, what would she do during the hours my kids attended school? I know damn well our house doesn't need to be cleaned for 6 hours a day. She would constantly try to butter me up with, you would have dinner ready every day when coming home from work, and something about unlimited or some BS like that.
Hold on.
Ahead of time. Again, in the nicest way possible, I would...
Bruh.
Wow.
That was a lot on the side.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
So the title says, my wife wants to be a trad wife, but I want a divorce.
So based on what you've heard so far, what do you think of... Now, that's only so far. There is more.
I mean, there are so many things that I would think that you would want a divorce for before that.
Yep.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm just like, I don't know. He said that the kids were like 11 and something like that. Or what have you?
Like 9 and 11.
9 and 11.
Basically our kids last year.
Yeah. And I'm just like, okay. I personally don't see what's wrong with the idea of his wife wanting to be a stay-at-home wife or a trad wife. Like I said, I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, I don't know what their conversation was as far as what they felt as though their lifestyle would look like if they even ever had that conversation, like before they had kids and before they got married and things of that nature. But I don't know. I think that's kind of jacked up, actually, to a certain extent. No, because
What part's jacked up?
He's like, there's no way in the world that she's going to spend 6 hours cleaning. And I guess my thought process is, personally, because I know what our lives are like. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, yo, if one of us didn't have to work, it would alleviate a lot because a lot of things would be able to get done.
Yep.
Like there are so many things that you don't even think of, things that come up all the time.
Yes.
You know, like it's just so many little things besides the taking care of the house as far as the cleaning aspect of it. Then there is the taking care of the house because there's different things, random things, you know, that come up that you have to do for the house or whatever. And all those things take time. And forget it if your kids are actually involved in sports or something like that. You have all those things that you have to tend to. There's homework and things of that nature. And not just that, but I wonder what their relationship is like. So even to be able to have time for one another, like it would free up time. So I don't understand. I don't know. That's just weird to me.
That's weird.
And then he's just like, he makes enough money to be able to take care of them. That was the part that killed me. It wasn't even like, oh, well, we need both incomes. At least then I could be like, okay, well, he's like, yo, we got 2 kids. Basically, we need both incomes right now because it's not like I'm caking or whatever. So I'm like, okay, maybe I could understand it at that point. But if you're saying that you make way more than she does, enough to be able to, you know, to take care of you guys, but you just don't want her to stay home because you feel like she's going to be twiddling her thumbs. And I'm just like, bruh, I don't know. To me, that just doesn't seem right. That's just weird for a guy, especially if you have the means to provide and that's your role. That's kind of what you signed up for to provide. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's not like she hasn't worked or she's never worked. She's just gotten to the point where she's just like, yo, we're good now. You know what I'm saying? You're making X amount of money. I don't know. I find that to be strange.
First of all, She had me at the unlimited happy time. Now,
Really?
personally, I am a 304 for my wife, finding nice ways to say these things. My wife, you know, she wouldn't just be throwing the thing on me all the time because we're married. It's legal. We can do whatever the heck we want to do. So I'm just like, if you sit up there talking about unlimited, like it's just going to be happening all the daggone time, then I ain't got no problem with that. Personally, that's just sort of where I land on that whole issue. What you want? Okay, fine. What you going to give for it? Oh, you doing that? Oh, we going hard. All right, well then, that being the case, you might get whatever the heck you want to. You know, it's just because you done messed up and said unlimited. Girl, she about to catch straight lockjaw. She ain't gonna be able to eat. She gonna be drinking through a straw. I don't know what we talking about right now. I'm joking.
I don't believe you.
I'm joking, y'all. Right. Some key things he said. He said he works 80%, she works 50%. I don't know what that means. 100%. I'm thinking that might have to do with the amount of hours they do, whatever it is. But he said I could do 100 and take care of everything. So it makes me think, okay, part of the issue may be that he doesn't want to work more hours, especially if he's doing a lot of hours already.
He said with what they currently make.
That's what he said. But
So
then
it's not
later
increasing.
on, he said, I could do 100 hours and take care of everything. So to me, the message was a little unclear because at one point he did say, I make enough to take care of everything.
Right.
And then he said, well, she do 50%, I do 80%. I could do 100% and then she not work and I could take care of everything. So regardless of that situation, if he increases he feels that he would have to increase his hours in order to take care of their situation, which may be where a lot of that pushback is coming from. Cause he's like, I already hate this job. I'm making good money. That's the reason why I'm here, but I'm not doing no more hours. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to hate your job. Or maybe you don't necessarily hate it, but you don't want to give everything to going there. Like it's an okay job and it pays me great. It doesn't really drive me crazy, but I don't want to spend more of my life there.
Right.
Like it's already not enough time for me to just be me. So that could be a part of the reason why he's saying what he's saying. And it sounds like he's doing what a lot of guys do. And a lot of guys that watch this channel probably gonna be pissed at me because they think that housewives do nothing. And part of our issue is that we have a medical situation with our daughter, which requires us to have more time because she has to do therapies 5 days a week. And that takes a significant chunk. That takes several hours for either one of us or both of us to be involved with doing that, in addition to the homework, in addition to, you know, getting the food ready at night, in addition to putting in the work hours, in addition to, so for us, that is one of the things that makes it a little difficult for us to see the situation for them completely, because we have an extenuating circumstances that a lot of families don't have to worry about. If we had that 2 to 3 hours freed up every day after school with the kids, that would change the way our dynamic at the home looks like. But I imagine either one of us will probably just work more. We probably just put in more work. But there's plenty to do because, I mean, we bought a freezer for the garage maybe 2 months ago. Because we bought it before we went to Oklahoma the last time for a knowledge treatment. And we've been back for a month.
Yeah.
So we bought a freezer for the garage 2 months ago. We haven't had the time to go into the garage, take the old refrigerator, toss it out and put the new freezer in so that we can start using it because we have no time between doing this channel, between the medical stuff and just regular working, and we just don't have time to do anything. So for us to have one of us free for 6 hours a day, like for real, that would be a life changer. Like so much stuff around the house we get done that needs to get done that's not getting done because we have no time. So maybe it's just situation. Maybe they just don't have this situation. They already got a lot of that stuff taken care of. They don't have no extras or whatever. And it's just the regular around the clock. I believe that a lot of women desire that type of life. Not all. And I'm not surprised that a woman wants that from her husband and is really pushing for it because for a lot of women that is fulfillment. Now we're in a society now that believes that making money is more important than whatever your belief system is. If you're a church goer, I know we get a larger Christian audience because we are Christian. A lot of people now place their career, not purpose, but their career and their making of money over their family, over what their belief system is. And I guess for me, I think we're just so out of order right now that we don't even think about a lot of that stuff, because a lot of women would love the ability to be able to fully focus on the family. Does that mean that she don't have other businesses, that she don't have a business, or that she don't work, or that she doesn't do something that fulfills her purpose in another way, or even if she's in ministry? No, but that's just her first thing. So there is something, I believe, that's innate in women, in their nurturing part of them, that makes them want to do that. And seeing other women able to do certain things that you would love to do that pertain to the home, there are certain women that are gonna be like, oh my gosh, I want to do that so bad. But maybe, like I said earlier, maybe the reason that he's giving pushback is because he don't want to put no more hours into his job.
Possibly,
yeah.
And if you guys made it this far, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, turn your post notifications, and give us a thumbs up, so that way YouTube knows that you appreciate what we're putting down.
What we're putting down.
Possible, I would remind her that our kids weren't toddlers and our current work-life schedule allowed us to function perfectly fine. We got into a pretty heated argument 2 weeks ago about it, and my wife completely stopped having sex with me to show me what I was missing out on.
Ouch.
Nope, you messed up. There you go. You messed up. You ain't supposed to do that. I got the verse here. I got it ready for you.
Really?
Bam, there it is. You ain't supposed to do that. I don't care how you feel. You ain't supposed to do that. That you off. You way off for that. But they both gonna be off as you see the clip progresses. They both gonna be doing stuff that's off. That's gonna cause issues in their marriage. But it was something he said just there. Our current work-life balance is better. Maybe they got kids that's really just crushing it in school and they don't have no issues and stuff like that. But like doing homework and making sure they studying and all of that other stuff. And we got a 10 and a soon to be 12-year-old and keeping up with all of that stuff.
There's still time.
There's plenty to do.
There's still time that should be spent going over homework and all those different things, but maybe that's not something that they do.
And could you imagine being able to go and the food's already ready, and when the kids come home, you just got to concern yourself with Lala's therapies or with the homework, and it's not such a grind because the food's already just waiting for us, and you just got to put it in and heat it up. Could you imagine how different that would make things?
Yep. Sure would be nice.
She basically has been treating me like a roommate since. I just thought she would get over it and that it was just a phase, but God, was I wrong. I came home from work yesterday and I saw a bunch of presents on the dining room table. At first I thought they were all for me since my birthday was in a week, but then I saw the labels on them were addressed to my wife. I read one of the letters attached to one of the presents. The last sentence on it was literally, "It was so a pleasure working alongside you, and I wish all the best moving forward." Oof. I thought this was a sick prank. A few minutes later, my wife just casually strolled into the living room, acting like nothing was wrong. I guess she saw my mad expression and had the audacity to tell me that you'll get over it. I just lost it. I left without saying another word, and I went to my parents' house. I feel absolutely disrespected. Why the f*** would my wife think it was okay to just quit her job without telling me and just expect me to be fine with it? My wife has been bombarding me with texts and calls, demanding to know where I am and that the kids miss me. I just told her to go find a lawyer and that I was done with her, and then proceeded to block her. Damn. My son sent me a voicemail crying, asking why I was divorcing mom and if I was leaving the family, and I guess that kind of broke my heart. I haven't responded, and honestly, I don't know what to say to him. My mother-in-law has been demanding that I return home and apologize to my wife. My parents also seem to be siding with wife since they are traditional Muslims. My mom also used to be a stay-at-home mom. I feel like I'm wrong for immediately jumping to divorce without hearing her out. And besides this whole job drama, I love my wife too much for this to be the end of our perfect marriage. But on the other hand, I feel like I've just completely lost trust in her. Should I just swallow my pride and let my wife stay at home from now on, or should I follow through on divorcing her? How should I navigate this situation? Am I the
traditional? They traditional Muslims, so they was okay with the disrespect part though.
Oh boy.
Like you said, no, I don't think we should do this. Y'all didn't come to an amicable solution because you was like, no. Then she overrided it and then just was like, you'll get over it. So it's like, it's weird because the situation, it seems like she wants all of the perks of the traditional home, but she doesn't want to give him the perks of a traditional home outside of unlimited fellatio. There are other perks to the traditional home and the man doing 100% of the providing and other stuff. It's not really a perk, but there's an authority there, and she completely ignored that part of it. Yep. This is the issue because we trying to make our own thing based on what we want, and it's going to be hard to find somebody that's just. Got anything to say? That was a mess. Like he was off for just being like, you know what? I want a divorce. But she stepped way over the line. Way over. This is so messy.
Yep.
Messy.
Wow.
let's work it backwards. So to answer his question, the end of the thing that she's reading, basically, should he basically stick it out or should he get a divorce? I don't think that's reason for you to get a divorce.
No.
His parents are Muslim,
Yes.
from what he said, right?
His parents or hers?
One of them. They specifically
Oh no,
didn't say,
his parents are traditional Muslim.
yeah,
Yes, her mother was, of course, on her side as well.
didn't say that they were practicing.
No,
Muslim,
it didn't
though.
say they were practicing
Okay.
anything.
So, well, I mean, I feel okay. Yes, no. Oh, yes, no. No. I don't think that's a reason for you to get a divorce.
Nope.
To me, that's nonsensical. Especially
since
when you
say,
yeah, I was gonna say, especially when you said outside of that, you guys had a great relationship. Then really, you going to get a divorce over that? So no, I don't think that's grounds for divorce. I do understand, of course, about him being disrespected of the fact that she was just like, you know what, I quit my job. Like, just deal with it.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, she can get another job.
Yeah.
But yeah, that part definitely was messed up. As far as them talking about like the tradition, like his mom was a traditional housewife and everything like that. And I was going to say him wanting that role, the head of the household role, that I feel like he's probably, from what he saw basically in his upbringing or what have you, it's a catch-22 because I feel like he wants what he probably saw in his household, but he's not willing to provide that for her because his mother was a stay-at-home wife. I'm pretty sure just in their culture and things of that nature, you know, that the mom wouldn't have done anything like that. And she was probably very respectful to, you know, to her husband. And I don't know outside of this situation if she's ever been disrespectful, like, you know what I'm saying, like that to him.
unfortunately, based on the way that she's acting, she's not giving him any reason to believe that if he did that, that she would respond the way his mom did. Or the way we think his mom responded to her dad. Like, for instance, if you are a certain way and you respect your man in that way, even in an impasse like this, when they're trying to figure out what to do with the work situation and all of that other, you would already be giving him a certain level of respect where you wouldn't just be like, I'm gonna do what I want and you're just gonna get over it.
That's true.
For you to have that mindset, he has no reason to believe that if he does that, that you would be anything like his mom because you're already not. He has no reason to believe it.
Yep.
And then also, I guess I would say maybe the way he grew up is the reason why his house is the way that it is. Maybe he didn't necessarily like the way that it was, or maybe he's just more modern.
Maybe.
So I don't know. That was just a hot mess. I don't know what happened to our time. I don't know how this video was this long. I don't feel like we was talking that much, but there it is.
I don't know. Maybe it was the video we watched.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think we was watching that long. But that was it. We didn't. I mean, there's more we could have pulled out, but this is too long.
Well, comment your thoughts down below and let us know what you think. Do you think this is grounds for divorce? Do you think that she was right for just quitting, or do you think she was wrong for quitting? I don't know. Whatever your thought process is, let us know down below. We're interested.
Okay, guys, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to hit that like button. I need you to hit that subscribe button. I need you to hit that notification button. I need you to hit all the buttons.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Down in the description, there are 2 links.
One is to a GoFundMe, and the other one is to a video that explains what the GoFundMe is for. Long story short, we have a medical situation with our daughter that we have to pay for everything out of pocket, and we could really use you guys' help. If you have the time, we'd love for you to go check it out. If you have the money, the funds, we'd love for you guys to help. If not, maybe you could send a link to somebody else who can help. We thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Press the off button.